It is time for the most spoilerific show on YouTube. If you have any special requests for any topics, hit us up on Twitter. What up with your YouTube and YouTube bust? It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck and I'm up. And you're tuning in to the Heroic Vibration Podcast where we talk about Marvel, DC, comic books, anime, video games, and more. Welcome to our home of Labo. Let's go. Hey, first up, you know what I'm saying? I want to introduce Savage Carter. Man, Savage, go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know where they can find you at.
What up? This is Savage. You can catch me at Savage Carter 225 on Twitter. You can catch me at Savage Carter on Twitch. You can catch me at Savage Carter on Mixer. You can catch me at Savage Carter on the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? But like right now, we trying to get this pasta thing going on Red Dead. So, if you ain't with that, don't even get on Red Dead playing with us because we probably gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
And starting a gunfight with us is stupid because damn, we don't have nothing else to do.
Okay, that's what's up. I see you get your game up on Twitch and mixing and stuff, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm trying to spread my wings a little bit. So I
Right.
want y'all to see my footage. You know what I'm saying? I'm broadcasting every day whenever I feel like it. There ain't at no specific time. Might be broadcasting at 5 o'clock in the morning. I might be broadcasting at 5 o'clock in the evening. So you know what I'm saying? Just subscribe to my channel and I'll see you online.
Is there?
That's what's up. That's what's up. He's out at 5 o'clock something. Well, next up, we got that boy flippity flip money. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know they can find you at Flip Money.
Yo, what's going on? This your boy Flip Money. You can find me on Xbox Live, Flip Money Online. You can find me on Mixer also, Flip Money Online. You also can find me on right here, the Horror Vibration Podcast. You also can find me, standing in every now and then on Direct X, and you also can find me on Twitter, Flip Money 1975. Yo, if you're a weirdo, I'm gonna block you. I swear.
Yeah.
Don't come on Red Dead thinking you that bull, because you will get popped in your ass.
I'm about to turn them into what's them bulls that is extinct that's on Red Dead? The
Oh man, you
buffalo. The
trying to turn me
buffalo.
Oh,
into a
you
buffalo
Buffalo?
out here.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's the
Oh
Flip
yeah,
Money
and
for
one other
everybody.
warning,
Next up,
and one other
we got
warning, cause I got
a
hold
menace,
on.
a chaos, a god, and he finna give it to you in the highest form of high. Man, chaos god, man, go ahead, introduce yourself and let them know where they can find you at.
Yo, this is your boy Chaos God,
Damn.
and I'm here for your comic book nerdiness. Now you can catch me on Twitter at Chaos God, and yeah, I'm not even gonna get my gamer tag out. I'm gonna just save everybody the trouble. But other than that, I just found my TV remote, so I'm happy.
Huh? So you had
I
to
don't know
actually
where
get
you
up
going.
and turn the TV on?
I don't
What
know
you
where
trying
you
to say?
going. I just
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't find it, so I had to get up, turn my TV on, turn my volume down, and then like on my way back to sit down, I found my TV remote. I was like, "Ain't this a bitch?" Oh, I was mad as hell. But anyway, let's get on.
you
Yeah.
you got anger management problems, little dude.
Yeah, that's an amazing, crazy story that you got mad about a remote
Hey
control.
man, chaos. It's chaos, man. I have to.
That's what's up. But speaking about chaos, man, what's been happening with the chaos? What you been playing?
Man, I've been playing a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It's not too bad. I've been playing UFC, and I've been playing Battlefront 2 since Obi-Wan Kenobi came out. Hello there.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
is it any good?
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan like strong as shit. Like you can't like play Obi-Wan because everybody picking him like that's always the first dude they picking. He's strong. Like he is like stupid strong. Now I'm wondering how they're gonna do Dooku and Anakin
hmm.
Yeah.
when
That,
they come out. So
yeah, that's what's up. So what's up, Flip? What you been up to, homie?
Well, I've been on that Red Dead, walking around the Wild West, you know, trying to figure out, it's sad that And on GTA, you can run around, get a trick, get a hoe, whatever, prostitute, get your man ate, and you can't do that on Red Dead. I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping that I was be able to do the same thing, but it hurt. The pain hurts, man. So now I just be walking them lonely roads of Red Dead with my horse. Somebody phone ringing? What's that noise?
I don't know, ain't nobody phone ringing, man. It sounded like it a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. What the hell was? Yeah, but I mean, that's it. Having fun with Red Dead, still kicking it.
Yeah. I'm still on the story mode about Red Dead. I just finally killed me a rare animal, and I did it just on some fluke type stuff. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just enjoying the whole. I go so left so much on that game. It's ridiculous. It's gonna be hard for me to beat it because I keep going left. But that's a part of Red Dead, you know what I'm saying? Being able to enjoy the game because you know what I'm saying, the people that developed it, they really put their foot into it, and I'm really seeing all the glory of the Red Dead, the quadruple A game. So what about you, Savage Carter? What you been up to?
Yo, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's like a Verizon call. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Check it out. Oh, I've been playing Red Dead like you. I've been left, right, north, and south. You know what I'm talking about? But I done found 90% of the shit that's in the game. I'm almost 100% complete with the actual story mode.
Oh shit, yeah.
On top of that, I ain't really got into the online like talking about yet, cause I still been doing that type of stuff. Hunting for legendaries and the legendary animals and the fish. That sometimes it's time consuming, especially fishing. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Other than that, I'm a bandit. You know what I'm saying? I can't sugarcoat it. You look at my stats on the game, I'm all the way red, and I went through both characters.
Oh, so pretty much
There's nothing I can
you.
do. I guess I'm just evil. 'Cause I shoot people in the back. I don't care. I steal your horse for no reason just to go sell it.
But see, that's the whole fun of the game,
That's
being
what I
able.
was about. That's what I was about to say. Online, if you playing around with us, I do dirty stuff like this. You ride up on side me, trying to have a little fun. I'm pressing X and I'm kicking you in your face, taking your horse, and I'm going to sell it. So I'm gonna tell you like this: you better put insurance on your shit.
Yes, sir.
And then he gonna look
Cause
for
I
your
said, I
house
said,
if it's still
I
active.
sell everything I get my. You can come to my house, my flag up. You can't do me shit.
Oh no, I'm talking about you going to their house to steal more shit.
Oh yeah, I come to your house, steal your shit. I'm gonna kill your cows, cut them up. I'm gonna sell they hide. I'm doing all that. Anything fucked up in that game I can think of, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, so
and
so what you think about they were saying about the woman with the woman's right movement, and they've been having a big op deal about
all
that
right, check this out.
the
I
woman.
was hoping you was gonna ask me this question. Everybody that got something to do, that they got a ill will towards this, if you're the person that's out there doing this shit, that just explain what type of person that you are. If you not the person that's out there doing that, that explain what type of person you are. If you have, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing that Rockstar can control if you got respect for women or not. Only thing they did was put it in the game. Because at that day and age, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say to everybody if I offend you. But in that day and age, black people was boys. In that day and age, women didn't have no rights.
Right, right.
So why would Rockstar sugarcoat the truth?
And they not known for doing that. They known for
And they
keeping
never
things
was
right.
known for doing it. Every Rockstar game that I can remember been banned. Every Grand Theft Auto been banned. Rockstar not gonna sugarcoat their
Man,
games. They not gonna apologize for putting it in their games. So guess what? Only thing they doing is boosting Rockstar sales. Thank you. Thank you for helping me make my favorite game the game of the year.
Yeah, it's a. So hey, Flip, you heard about that yet? What they were
yeah,
saying about the woman, and she was
yeah. My homie told me
Cause
about
I'm
that.
gonna tell you like this. When I went through that same situation, you know what I did? Every man that came out there harassing them women, I pulled out my shotgun with explosive shells and blew their heads completely off their bodies.
Damn.
Mm.
Yeah, see, I ain't even get to that part of the game yet. So
It's in the
everybody
city.
excuse, but
It's in the city.
it's in the chapter or they're just some random stuff.
Yeah,
It's in the
it's
same
right.
chapter that you in right now. You
Yeah,
ain't
you
that
go
far
right
away
in the
from it.
city. You go right in the city. Saint Denis.
No,
Go right
that's
in
in
there.
Rhodes.
No, no, I'm talking. Well, yeah, it's all over though, cause I was in Saint
No,
Denis
the
when I
one he
seen it.
talking about, exactly is in Rhodes. He just
What
ain't
city?
made it there yet.
Oh,
I know
serious?
exactly what he talking about.
I thought
Cause
you
you
were talking
gotta
about.
go.
No, no.
Cause the one where they tell you, they ask you if you want to go protect the women that's
Okay, okay.
and then this the other thing. It's an actual choice if you want to do the mission or not.
Right, right.
They ask you if you want to go protect the women or not. You could actually get on your horse and ride out.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't do it. You're right. I didn't do it. I just kept going.
You were like, fuck that shit. You ain't want
I
no
don't
part.
care, cause I don't care. Like I think it's them dumb bitching about that. I don't care about that. I don't care. It's in the game. Like EA Sports say, it's in the game. I don't care. If you gonna be heard about it,
And
fuck it.
then
Why
how can
why
you give? I'm
why
sorry.
no 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 why are you and like who comes up and who sings this? Like you was like I'm trying to figure out like was they playing the game? This is the thing I don't understand with these people what they do when they come out and start complaining about this and this stuff like this. Why are you watching that? Whether if you seen somebody streaming this game, playing the game or whatever, or if you was playing the game or whatever, why? Why are you watching that? When you
Hey,
know all it's going to do is make you mad.
All right, check
from what
this
I,
out.
hey, look, check,
Not.
look, from what I heard, it was a famous YouTuber, and he had a clip, and off his clip, by him having so many followers, it had caught mainstream media, and you know how mainstream media is always it's the video games fault that they did this mass shooting, or it's the video, you know how they always try to blame stuff on the video games. It kind of like started from there, and that's when you start getting a chain reaction of like other YouTubers start trying to one up the person by taking a woman and put in front of a train track. One person take the woman and go throw her in a river for an alligator to eat her up. Some person killed the dog and skinned the dog in front of the person and shot him. Stuff,
Yeah.
regular stuff you do on there. But it kind
All
of,
right,
but it
I
kind of,
shot a man. I tied a man up, shot him in the back of the head, picked him up, and fed him to the pigs. So what?
Yeah, Lawwire got in trouble for that too. He was shooting at the dogs and stuff, and they start chasing after him. He got a bounty because he was shooting up dogs and all this other stuff, and it's like animal cruelty. So it's in the game.
right, exactly.
In the game, like I don't
Mhm. They just gave you straight freedom to do whatever you want. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's basically all it is. You have freedom to do whatever you want to do inside your game that you pay your money for. So ain't there's nobody that complain that should be able to complain about what you spend your money on,
Yep.
unless it's
I
your
just don't
wife or
understand
your.
why these
If
people
you
are
ain't
trying to ruin
married to that
everybody else's
person,
experience.
the hell with what they talking about. That's how I feel about that situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's that. That's that.
And I actually mean married. I'm talking about rings on fingers, walked across the aisle. Maybe if you jumped a broom or two.
Oh wow, that's a little bit extreme, detailed out. Hey, speaking about some detailed out, man. Let's get into this first topic, man. I know that y'all had the opportunity to see the brand new Captain Marvel trailer from our first one, what was kind of like just kind of like random stuff. And now this one they kind of give you a format of the way the Captain Marvel movie gonna be. I'll go to you, Flip. So what was your first impressions of the trailer?
Um.
Like it,
I'm gonna
dislike it?
build. Well. See, this is what I'm gonna do. After we finish doing this podcast, I'm gonna build a time machine, right? And I'm gonna travel into the future so I can watch this movie because I'm already excited of what I just saw. I understand that things is not going to be the way that it's supposed to be in a comic, but right about now, 70, 80% of the movies that Marvel is doing is on point with me. So I'm gonna try into the future. I'm gonna travel into the future to go see this movie, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let y'all know how good the movie was
Just let me
before
know
it
if the
transpired.
Fantastic Four gonna be in the movie.
Okay, I'm gonna do
All
that.
right, just
That's
do
all
that
I'm
for me.
saying. That's all I'm saying. That the movie,
Cause,
I don't have a problem with it. I like what I see.
Cause Ben Grimm, my dog.
Yeah, yeah. So Chaos, what you thought of the trailer?
Man, my favorite part was the cat.
Oh, to
Huh?
my Captain Marvel cat.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. No, but it was lit, man. Like it got that was a that was really a trailer to really get you hyped for the movie. They had so many oh shit moments in that trailer. Like you like oh shit, damn. You know, it was that trailer was one of the best trailers I've seen in a while. So
So you think it was better than the first trailer?
oh yeah, I think it's better than most trailers, just period in general. So like, I think if the movie lives up to the hype as the second trailer, oh my gosh, we have a movie of a year contender.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing because it gave you that feel. So what? Excuse me, I had to drink some water. So what about you, Savage? What you think about the Captain Marvel trailer, the second trailer? Do you think it was better than the first trailer, uh, or you think they showed too much, or they did too much, or did they sell you on the second trailer more than the first trailer? Yo, y'all can hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Savage. So what you thought about it was better than the first or the second one?
This dude might be making that noise, and he might. I think he
Oh,
might
okay.
have hit it.
No,
That or he may be mute. He may have to step away.
yeah. So Flip, the first one was better than the second, or the second was better than the first one.
I like them both. I ain't even gonna get into that. I just like them both. I can't wait.
Yeah, you like see me. I was kind of the opposite. When I seen that first trailer, I was actually kind of worried. Like it looked like it's gonna be one. At first, I thought it was gonna be a cookie cutter type movie. I was like, well, it's gonna be one of the movies that you watch so you can see what's gonna go on the Avengers. I ain't think about it was gonna be as good as the second trailer because when they showed like the old woman and they was showing like how there was the Kree and they was taking the Kree and the scroll. So when she said that the Kree was good and the scroll was bad, I'm like, hold up. So then I was kind of like looking and realize how they pretty much they fed her that juice to make her thinking that everything they doing was righteous and good. And I'm liking how Marvel is starting to take where they don't have it where just no clear cut. They make the villains and the good guys both have moral points of different directions of why they trying to do it. It's just all about perspective now. Like even like with Thanos, with Spider-Man on Homecoming, with like all their movies lately, it's always had their moral gray area where you could kind of feel for the villain. So I'm looking at this here like the people that's supposed to be the Kree on here, the way they explaining how they changing the backstory. I think it's gonna be actually amazing because they changing that and the trailer was showing you like okay the direction of the movie we changing her backstory, we giving you some tidbits of her original backstory, we putting more depth into it and we modernizing it. So I'm actually more excited and by me actually seeing the fight scenes because you know back when the first time she punched the old lady, everybody like she gotta be a scroll, to hit that old lady like that. So this trailer was like okay look, we gonna give y'all a little scene of this old lady kicking ass and flipping and twisting and stuff like that. So when I was seeing that in the trailer, I was like, okay, well, I like the fight scenes and they got some comedy relief parts in them. Because when when Nick Fury was acting like this, you know how to drive
Fly
the
that airplane.
yeah, the airplane. But to me, it kind of looked like some type of prototype of one of the future planes that they're gonna have on anyway though. When I seen them asking about that, do she not a flight and she got to pushing all buttons, and he was like, "That's a yes or no question." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it's gonna have some human release, so that's a good thing." And the action scenes, they must have polished them up a whole lot more because when I was looking at like when she was shooting the fire from her arms, it didn't look the flame from her arms, it didn't look right the first time. The lights didn't like they wasn't popping for me, but now it's popping. Even when she going her Super Saiyan mode. I mean, when she had a helmet on and the way they was instructed, like with they mixing like the old Cara Devils look with the new look, you know, what I'm saying with the mohawk. I was like, okay, yeah, I like how they kind of like tying everything in and like, that I thought they wasn't gonna do. Basically, I didn't think she was gonna have a mohawk in there. So I was saying when I seen that, it kind of like gave me that good feeling of like, yes, I'm ready to see this Captain Marvel movie. Now I'm actually hyped for the movie. I mean, to me, this trailer outdid the first trailer by a long shot. I mean, they had so much stuff that was just going on in that trailer. It was just from like when they was actually talking about like the cat. They showing like that's another tip. Like Chaos had Brown again about the cat that Captain Marvel actually had a cat that she, said had in the comic book. So that's a good little gesture that they showed the cat in them, and how they were showing like how she was losing her powers. I mean, not her powers, her memory, and how they was trying to, like, saying how they brainwashing her, say, okay, this is how they gonna try to do it. So I'm wondering, is she gonna be originally not just a human being, but like she might be part scroll, or she might be part Cree or something like that, part human. And that's when they found her and they seen that she was extra exceptional, and they seen the powers that she did. Do y'all think that she could have been a like, the way the trailer is leading up, that they might have a little bit more to a backstory, like she might be like part Cree or part scroll or something like that?
Yeah, they definitely going to show her backstory because all it's going to be is in a form of flashback, as they were showing in the trailer, or whatever. She was kind of like starting to remember certain things or whatever. Like if you pay attention, like to the part when she wake up or whatever, wake up and stuff like oh snap, I remember this, whatever. Wake up out of her dream, remember so forth and so forth.
Oh, tomorrow she was having the little flashes. Yeah, the little flashes.
And if you also notice, the lady listening to the narrator, the I guess that was a backflash, whatever, dream or whatever. Her memory surfaces when she said, "This is what we do. We're going to take you. We're going to make you more powerful. You're going to live longer. You're going to be more powerful. So forth and so forth." They was letting her know that this is what they do. So they wiped her memory on purpose. So I mean,
Right.
yeah, they're gonna break it down. They gonna break it down in the movie.
Right, and that's a good way for them doing it. Like for when the Avengers 4 come out, and it'd be like so many years later, and why she looked the exact same. So yeah, that's kind of cleaning up on that part as well. But yeah, so so what else you think about the backstory? You think that they're gonna have it where she well, like, what I'm saying, like she was just a pilot and then she end up crashing, or you think that everything was planned out, where they was trying to capture her and they get into a fight? You think that her backstory, which direction you think her backstory gonna go in?
Well, I don't know, man. Judging from the trailer and what she was saying or whatever, I think what it is that I think something happened to her and they brought her on. Whether if they made that happen or not, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it was an accident and they picked her up and they wiped her memory as she was explaining to her. I don't think it was intentionally.
Oh, so you don't think that everything happened? You think that's something that they stumble on her?
Yeah, I mean, like that would be like, all right, well, we knew she had this potential, so
Okay.
that's kind of messed up for them to cause that happened. You know what I'm saying? That like that's like you being how like how they just grab you up in the military or whatever, how they just recruit you or whatever. This is how they recruit people and stuff like that. I don't
Right.
think so. I don't think that's it because then well, I mean if they do that, I don't think it is. But if they do that, I can see them reason why they wipe on her memory because then you'll have animosity like this. You did this to me. You ain't even give me a choice. I'm saying, like, know what I'm saying? Because then that's what that's going to lead to. Like, you did this to me. You ain't even give me a choice. You ain't even ask me. So no, I don't think they're gonna go that route. I don't think they're gonna go that route.
Yeah. So what about you, Savage? What you think about how on the trailer how they was trying to like dilute to the backstory? What do you think? How they you like the way they changing it? Do you think that you see notice some of the stuff they show in the trailers, or how they gonna change Kyra Denver's backstory? Yo, Savage, you in there? I think you might got to drop out and come back in because the microphone ain't working. I can see it, but I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Hey, so what?
Oh, I can't see it at all.
Yeah. So what about you, Chaos?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna dive quite a bit into like her backstory, and not only that, it feels like from the way they're doing it just seems like they're 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 kind of like if they do change some stuff, that's not really in the comic books. It seems like they're doing it the right way from the trailer. to kind of make it fit the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that's something I like, and I would love to see more movies do. In any comic book movies that that any person, no matter it be Mortal Kombat, Marvel, DC, anybody. I wish they can just do that more. That if they're going to change something, do it to where it can fit the universe and it makes sense.
Right, right.
Don't try to even if you have to go off from the comic book. I mean, if you have to go away from the comic book completely, like just like as long if it makes sense and it fits you, and you can
So
see it how it fits your cinematic universe.
So how you think they gonna how you think they changing up on her backstory? You think that they gonna go with the fact that she crash landed and she lost her memory, or you think they wiped her memory? You know or you think it's gonna be something similar how they had the big explosion, or like or you think which
Lord, oh Lord, please, God help me if I see another freaking amnesia cliche. Cause God dang it, I'm getting tired of seeing those shits. I'm getting tired if she like hit her head or some shit, or like or some crazy like that. No, I'm about to sneak on Marvel Studios.
so you'll prefer to see them just wipe her memory more than a
Wipe her memory, or like when like she gets her powers, her memories kind of fades away or something. But anything other than something stupid, oh, I got some random ass amnesia. Oh, I hate that. Oh my goodness, I hate that.
yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a little 80s, huh? Little corny shit. But
yeah, it's real corny. It's
yeah.
it's thrown out in video games and movies.
Yeah, since you said it that way, you right too. I don't like that conveniently they bump their head and they get amnesia, then conveniently they bump their head again and get their memory back. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that,
like that. Yeah, I'm sick of that one too. But me Savage, you there? Nah, he still ain't on no connection. He got to get that wire to get going come together and make that fire spark loose. But like with me, what I was saying about the changing of the backstory, I was looking at is I hopefully they will put like that she was not fused with a Cree. They had a more like she was like she already had the bloodline of a Cree. So therefore they could actually dive back into a story even deeper because they could leave them to more different patterns of more different routes. So I would look more forward to that level of a backstory change, and they don't have to have a what's Captain the original Captain Marvel uh they flip you remember his name?
Who? The original Captain Marvel? Nah,
Yeah,
I don't remember his name, his actual name or whatever.
Marvel. Marvel.
Marvel, was it Marvel?
Yeah.
Was it that?
Yeah, so like when Marvel was, what I'm saying, how they had the backstory, the old one with Marvel, he was him and Cara Denver was in a relationship, right? And you know how they ended up like he ended up getting taken, and saying the whole thing with her powers like that. I'm glad they taking all that away and then making him more of a shady gray type character, like they actually might be trying to take over the world, and then they trying to fight the scroll because the scroll is trying to like populate the world and saying pretty much take over the whole universe. So I like how they going how they changing that up. So that to me that's gonna be like a good thing that they're gonna change bring to the table.
You know what? That would be nice. Savage said it. That would be kind of nice if they kind of hit you know the Fantastic Four in there. That will be kind of nice if they kind of hit that in there because that's how some of that stuff got started was with the Fantastic Four. So that will be kind of nice if they threw that little hit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like Disney, that's why I be happy when they finalize what they're trying to do with the rest of
With
Marvel
Fox,
properties. Yeah, and
yeah.
bring it into the whole because then it'll make a more complete. I mean, I understand that they have to change it and do the things the way that they're doing now. I get that, but it'd be nice if they, man, throw a little hint in there somewhere.
Right. I mean, even they could just drop like a last name or something like that. Just be, um, or they could say, man, there'd be something like for Mr. Fantastic or something like that. Just or do something like that. Just a little tidbit of anything. They don't have to really, what I'm saying, put too much into it. Just give us a little something as fans and artists that later on in check out these Marvel movies. But so speaking about like these Marvel movies and stuff like that, y'all heard about Luke Cage, Iron Fist. When Iron Fist got canceled, it was like, oh, Iron Fist sucks, so they canceled it. Then when Luke Cage got canceled, it was like, maybe they do a Heroes for Hire. And maybe they
Guess
do a
who's
Heroes for
back?
Hire. And if they don't do a Heroes for Hire, they cancel the most important character of the Netflix series, Daredevil. Now everybody looking like, oh, they finna cancel Jessica Jones after her last season come out, and they finna cancel the Punisher. Why is they canceling these series? At first, they didn't think about, was it a Marvel thing, or was it not a Marvel DC thing? I mean Disney thing, or was it a Netflix thing where they was trying to save on the money? So now it was a conflict. Now all of a sudden, this Disney streaming is really getting big, and they catalog is so humongous already. Like every Disney Pixar movie gonna be on here. Every Marvel movie gonna be in here. Like the
What up?
Star
What
Wars
up? What up? I made
franchises,
it back in
all
here.
that's gonna be on there. Then they got these new TV shows that they bringing out, like the Loki movie, like the Scarlet Witch movie, like the duet between the Winter Soldier and a Falcon. You know, that's just Marvel stuff. They got Star Wars movies like that coming out as well. I mean, they got a big lineup. Now, is they taking their characters back? And they've taken it from Netflix and they bringing them back to Disney to bring to their streaming service so they can continue these series. Do you think they could do it that way, or what do y'all think about? Matter of fact, before I even go into diving too deep into this, what do y'all think about this cancellation, man? Because we can go on this here for a minute. Matter of fact, chaos, man, what's good, man? You the one that had an opinion that's an opinion of an opinion, man. What's out?
Dang, man. Forget my young mind. Forgive my young mind. But dang, I low key like forgot what we were talking about right quick. Like it just went in my mind, and then I thought what I was gonna say, and it just left.
Hey, Netflix,
Oh yeah, Netflix
Marvel.
canceling, right? Yeah. It came back. It all came back. I had a brain fart. Forgive me, y'all.
Man,
I do
he got nervous.
apologize.
He
Man,
know
what
he
you just
don't.
Yes,
said?
You know
no.
he
All
finna get
right. So
fired.
wait, hold up though.
Hey,
Hold up though. Let me.
you in the brain part. It was all this crow you about to eat. That's what it was.
Oh no! I ain't eating no damn crow.
Go
I ain't
ahead,
eating no damn crow.
open it
I'm
up
about to
again.
tell you I'm about to tell you the deal.
Go ahead, break
From
it
what
down.
I've read, they made it seem like a Netflix thing. They're
Hey,
not
can y'all
really
hear me?
confirming it's a Disney thing. I have my suspicions, but this shit I know damn well ain't no coincidence. Cause like out of all this stuff, while they canceling it, don't you kind of get this feeling though that it's kind of like it kind of sounds like it's crap talk, like they kind of bullshitting,
No.
like they're not really giving you a true reason why they feel like they canceling this they shows because like to me like all those explanations and shit like just didn't seem. I kind of want to say I want to say like maybe it's because of Disney, but like how they explain it, I was like, yeah, you may never know. But like I really don't know what to take really from it. I just have to. I'm pretty sure the truth will come out soon because, like,
Man,
oh,
we
now
gonna finish
Netflix
that
is
crow you
talking
be
some
having to eat.
bullshit.
Man, we
Hey,
gonna
But
have to
I
take
ain't eating no crow. I
that
ain't
man.
saying
can
it's because of this. I ain't
can
saying
you
it's because of Disney
can
because it
you
may
hear me?
not be, but
You ready?
it may. I ain't saying it's not a possibility, but
Yeah.
I'm saying they ain't trying to confirm that right now. So we gonna know sooner or later.
Go ahead, Savage.
I
Say,
told you we gonna know soon.
I feel it. I already feel it, Savage. Go ahead.
I'm saying,
Go
can
ahead.
anybody hear me? I've been talking for the longest.
No, we can hear you
Yeah, we
now.
can hear you now.
Go ahead.
We kept saying
I,
Savage. What you think about this Savage? What you think? But yeah, you good now.
oh, I couldn't talk at that exact moment. You know what it
Uh,
was.
so tell Chaos why he got to eat this crow about this Netflix canceling Marvel properties.
Okay,
Mm.
I'm about to bring to you more than one aspect of this situation. Is in a way, he is almost right with is not just being Disney. All right, you do understand that Walt Disney and Stan Lee or old time friends, right?
Yeah, man. You know, yeah.
Okay, when Stan Lee business started going downhill, the Disney company picked up Marvel, right? This was after Marvel had to sell off some of their best characters to other companies to stay afloat.
Right, right. I remember that.
So as basically a favor for a friend, Disney bought out Marvel. Stan Lee was getting old. He really can't do the business and shit no more. So they sold off, well, leased out their characters. Now that Marvel and all the other comic book lines are popping again, they are all scrambling to get their products back.
Right. They got to do it like you were saying.
Image Comics, Image Comics then got all their characters back. Maximum Comics got all their characters back. DC got 90% of their characters back. Why don't you think Marvel is going to get their characters back?
Okay, what happened?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh
He was
shoot,
cut.
I
I don't
would
know.
cut out. I thought there was something wrong with my stuff.
That they can't use the
He,
same. Wait, let me talk. I didn't interrupt you. Shut the fuck
yeah. Go
up.
ahead. Yeah. That was crazy. Go ahead.
When Supergirl left, what station Supergirl was on at first?
What was it? ABC.
No, see,
Whatever the fucking channel it was, Supergirl left that
yes,
channel, went to the CW, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
think
was
it
a
was on
DC show.
CBS.
It don't. All right, it's cool. It don't matter what channel it was. They went
right,
to the CW, right?
right.
Yeah.
How many characters did they lose?
Huh?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
How many characters did they lose from switching networks?
Oh
None.
man.
None of the
None
characters.
whatsoever,
None.
because the network could afford those characters, could afford to buy them out their contracts. Disney is one of the most, is probably the richest movie producing company right now. Period. They can afford to buy out Netflix completely.
Yep. Netflix only worth 1.3 billion. Hulu worth
So this
8.7
is what
billion.
I'm saying. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not just about they, Disney trying to pull their stuff, and maybe it's not just about that. Maybe it's not. But you cannot sit here and tell me that cannot be the reason, because Disney will
Mm-hmm.
make way more money putting out their own stuff, because they making chump change off Netflix.
Right.
And then why would the second thing is this? Why would you take off? Why would you cancel your biggest shows?
I mean, yeah, that's what kind of got me because I don't think no other show. It's only a handful of shows on Netflix that's hot. You know, some of them kind of burning out, like House of
Like,
Cards, Orange is the
no, man,
New
I'm
burning
just
out.
saying,
But
bro.
right now,
Daredevil, and Luke Cage are at the top of the list.
of
You
how
can
it's
say
on
what,
Netflix.
you know what I'm
Most
saying. You
watched
can say
shows.
whatever you want about Iron Fist. If you ain't like Iron Fist, you ain't like Iron Fist. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like Jessica Jones. I don't like Jessica Jones. Cool. But Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and The Punisher are the three best Netflix Marvel shows they have, and they getting canceled. Plus, Disney didn't already announced that they're pulling everything, all their products off all networks,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
not just Netflix, all
Yes, sir.
networks.
Yep.
So they're gonna get with the Agents of Shield.
Nah. That they own that. They own ABC. They own
Yeah,
ABC.
they own ABC.
They own ABC. The ABC that will stay there. They own ABC.
Okay.
Just like if the Fox deal go through, whatever's they're showing through Fox gonna stay on Fox.
Yeah, and then you got what you call it too. You got the Runaways on Hulu. Who on Hulu?
They
That
don't own
See,
Hulu.
they
They
about to
don't take
own that.
Hulu
Oh no,
off
I
their
thought they
shit.
own Hulu.
They
I
don't
thought
own
they
Hulu.
had
no,
a piece in it.
they
Somebody
yeah
do.
they don't own it
They don't
completely.
own Hulu completely.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know if
It's
you
more
can.
like
Yeah.
you know how like corporations buy shares.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's more like that.
Okay, well,
But
Yeah. Okay.
The Runaway show is a trial and error show for Hulu anyway.
Right.
Just like the first season of Daredevil was a trial and error for Newton for Netflix, but it worked.
See,
right, it worked in a major way.
what it is with Hulu is what it is with Hulu. Hulu is called what you call next day television. So they allow that
Right.
on there because what's helping Hulu out way better than Netflix is Hulu also sponsors commercials and stuff like that. So that's what helps Hulu out. Like not only you don't just get just not just see that, you get to see all other type of shows. You got ABCs on Hulu. You have all that
Yeah, I
on there.
mean,
So
yeah,
that's helping them.
I got
Yeah,
Showtime and HBO on Hulu.
right. So Hulu. I mean, not saying that that doesn't mean that they may not pull it off Hulu. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised. But I'm just saying the relationship with Hulu and Netflix is
It's
totally
different.
different. It's totally different on a different level because people don't know that we already know Netflix is the reason why Blockbuster fell out. Netflix used to give out discs, CDs and stuff. You ordering back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
Hulu is the original streaming service. Hulu did that before Netflix. They did original shows, even though they're not as good as Netflix, and they also was doing streaming before Netflix. So
Yeah. Chuck,
people don't know that.
Chuck, you remember when I was watching the Misfits when you can only order DVDs from Netflix. I was
Right,
watching the Misfits on
Right.
Hulu.
right. Like
And to
people
tell
don't
you
know
the
that.
truth, that was actually a good show.
Talking about the Misfits,
Yeah.
I tried watching it. I ain't get too far into it. I think I got like
A lot of people don't like it because it's from overseas. And
oh
I hate that American standard, bro.
talking
That's
about
one
the
thing I hate.
accent.
Yeah, the accents, like people don't want to watch it. This not American. This and like, dude, you live in a world, entire world where they just got more than just fucking Americans.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? What they didn't they when and then when Stan Lee wrote these old comic books with people with mutant origins and shit, he was writing them about people all over the world. So like, bro, that it's just stupid to me.
Right, he was able to put it out on for people all around the world type stuff. So
Just
he,
think about it.
he got people from
One of the first books he ever wrote was Heroes.
right, and he rose this for like all around the world.
Yeah, most of these people wasn't even from the same countries.
right.
They wasn't from the same countries. Then it come out to then it had a secret society. Like that secret society from the Runaways came from Heroes, right?
Oh, that's where it originated from.
Yeah,
I don't know that much about the Runaway.
the secret society. Remember the shit. All right, you remember when they was explaining the shit about their parents was in that secret society,
Right,
and
right, right.
they was taking people powers and shit.
Okay, right, right.
Yeah, all that shit came from Heroes.
Oh wow.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, me either. I didn't know that.
That's why I was totally against it. It was like I was watching a children's version of Heroes.
I was talking about like the show on the TV
Yeah,
show
the
that
show
came.
itself, though. Yeah, the show itself, it was a teenage version of Heroes.
Right, it did give you that type of feeling, huh? Like the crowd that they was marketing to wasn't.
Yeah, it was like a teenage version of Heroes. I'm like, I'm not with this. Like, I mean, but everybody got a right to their own opinion.
Right.
Right,
Well, see, it's the same thing with a lot of these shows out here and stuff. I was talking to the shout out to good brother Bones. I was explaining like the only thing Netflix can do right about now with them shows is that they can't make more shows, but they can continue on running the shows that they have already on. That's it. That's the only thing that they can do. They can just do reruns. That's it. They can't do nothing else because they already done paid for that, and that's their original idea of
Hey, but
how they
that's the
come
thing.
up with them characters and
Well,
stuff.
how
And I
Netflix
was
stuff
actually,
work with their reruns, they reruns come with contracts.
you know what? You might be right about that one too. Who knows? Who knew how long? But I mean, when it first came out, I already seen the paint on the wall. I already knew it. Like, okay, I already see where this is going. This is Disney. Let's keep it straight, because I had to, my mom said it before. Just like you just said, uh, uh, Netflix is not helping Disney out. This is what
Disney is
I'm
actually
saying
helping
Disney helping
Netflix.
Netflix out.
Yes,
So when you
that's
look
the
at these
entire
movies
truth.
and stuff like that, you have to understand when Netflix introduced these characters, people get familiar and liking these shows. You know what that show is for? Netflix didn't just do that for that. Netflix did that so that you can venture off and watch other TV shows that's on Netflix. That's the whole idea of bringing some of these Marvel characters on Netflix to get people to look at other Netflix shows. To hope that they get hooked onto it. They do this with every network. They did it with Star Trek, Enterprise. They UPN when it was called UPN. They used Star Trek for 4 years just to get people hooked on a network so people can watch the other shows and stuff. And that's all Netflix was doing. It wasn't helping Disney at all. Disney wasn't getting a large amount of money. Netflix was getting more money from out of that. You know what I'm saying? So it like as he was saying, it only makes sense for Netflix. I mean, it only makes sense for Disney to make their own streaming service, make their own money. Whether they decide to buy them character out that contract or whatever and bring them
Or
over
replace them.
show or replace them. They get replaced all the time. It doesn't make a difference. You know what I'm saying? And I said this. I
All
told
right.
you that, Kanye.
I'm about to throw something out there at y'all that everybody except Chaos might know. How many of y'all remember in the 90s we used to watch the fuck out the Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of that shit, they changed in Aunt Viv completely. Aunt Viv was a
Yeah.
tall, dark skinned
Dark
lady.
skin
She
was
went to a short, light skinned lady. And
yeah.
nobody had
Oh
nothing to say
yeah,
about the
Oh,
shit.
oh,
I know about
They
that.
used to have,
no.
hey,
That
I said
wasn't the
we
only
got
show,
tripped.
Savage. No, that was not the only show that did it. You know what else show did
I'm
that?
just saying, perfect example.
What you call did the
Yeah.
same thing. Family Matter. Family Matter did the exact same thing. The chick, the short, dark skinned lady, she did not want to continue on doing it. I forgot what season it was. They
Family
flipped
Matter.
her
Yeah.
out and brought you a light skinned chick.
Right.
So I mean, I'm just saying, like you have to realize this.
All
Whether
right.
it
Just
we
like, all right.
whether
You
it
remember
we
the,
like
all right.
it or not.
I'm gonna throw another one out there. And you know me, I'm not politically correct.
Go ahead.
You remember the youngest daughter in Family Members?
Oh yeah, they got rid of her.
You remember why they got rid of her, right?
I don't
She was
remember
doing
why.
porn.
I thought she did porn after that because they got rid of her. Because I thought they
No,
was
she was
roll
doing
out of her.
porn. She was doing porn. They found out, they got rid of her, and then when they did the reunion, they didn't invite her.
I thought they got rid of her when she was young, while she was still young.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. Sometimes you might think they're young and be 20 years old.
Hold on. What on what show?
Family Matters, the youngest daughter.
Yeah, they got rid of her. I thought
Yeah,
she
she
was.
was a porn star, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was, but I thought that was.
Yeah.
I thought she left before that, cause she time got hard for her. Like, 'cause she started to do porn, she started to get into drugs and all that type of stuff. I can remember she said that they wrote her off the show first.
Yeah.
They wrote off the show, and that's what led her to her downfall because they got rid.
Yeah.
Because her
I
mom,
thought she went
uh,
broke.
dude, yeah, because her mom and them was spending her money like crazy, and she was like, I was the only breadwinner until they got rid of me.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
And
messed up.
and and another chick, um, that show that LL Cool J was in.
Didn't they get rid of the boy too?
What
I
boy?
could,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
little
I
boy,
know the show you talking about where he was like the uncle or the
the little
cool
yeah,
uncle or some shit.
Yeah, and
the
they
little
had
weird girl. I think they
the
got rid of
Dawson.
him too. The little light skinned boy, the aunt on son. I could have sworn they got rid of him too. They wrote him off the show.
Oh, I don't remember him.
I don't remember, man. Remember, it was a little. Remember what the mom was dead. The grandma was dead. She passed away. You know what I'm saying? She's the actor from way back when. But remember the little light skinned boy with the curly hair, the aunt's son. I thought they wrote him off too. I
You
thought they did.
you talking about
The little dude, he was the littlest one.
the little dude, the little skinny, the one Tia and Tamara little brother?
No, not him. That's not. No, that's not him. That's not him. It's
Oh,
a little. He had a little Jerry curl dude.
that's the
Like,
only that's the only little bright boy with a Jerry curl I can remember. G, I'm just
yeah.
keep it real.
I was like, yo, what the? But I mean, but nevertheless, we just saying, we just saying like these things happen and stuff like that. These things happen with movies and with movies and TV shows. It doesn't matter. Whether if we like the show or not, or how they may change the show when it come on the streaming service. And I said it again, and I was trying to tell my man Bone. I like Bone. You gotta realize this, man. What sells more? If they make these superhero on a family based type level, whatever, and it's not dark and gritty, who do you think gonna watch it more? They don't care about the fans, the hardcore fans. The casual are the one that get it. Just like with video games, the casual are the one that sit up there and watch that stuff. They're the one that will be. They're the one that it will appeal to more. If it's a family based show and everybody can sit down and watch it, they're going to make more money, regardless what you may think of what happened or how you want the show so dark. I think people get so caught up on how they like how they like the show to run or whatever, or once it's been presented to them, they want it to stay that way. It ain't going to work. It is going to work because you got like millions and millions of little kids and mom and pop that would sit there and watch that show with them. You know what I'm saying? Here's another thing. Who would not like the fact of they little kids watching a black superhero that's
Right.
doing some good? Whether and it's not going to be graphically, violent and stuff like that. Who wouldn't like that? To a little kid, like, oh man, that's my role model. Even though there is little, white superheroes and stuff like that, who would not like that? Luke Cage, even though it's not dark, he's not doing all the stuff that he's doing that Netflix was doing. Come on, mom and dad would like that.
Hey, did I miss Captain Marvel?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So matter of fact,
We can backtrack to that.
yeah, give him a little shake back because I am kind of curious about that from you, Savage. So out of the Captain Marvel one, my question was out of her backstory, like well, out the trailer, out the second trailer, they were showing like more about her backstory and how they changed it. What I was asking, what do you think about how they changed her backstory? You like the way it's in a
uh,
scene,
all right. The backstory for us itself, the way I see him changing it, I like it because it explains more. Just all right. The comic book only explained that she got caught up in between the explosion of the blue Kree and the white Kree. That's basically all it was. She got caught up in the explosion. She got powers.
right?
In the trailer that I saw, she got caught up in the explosion. The Kree took her and fixed her, and that's how she got the power.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So now I see a better explanation for it. So yeah, I'm with it. I'm with that.
Hey. So what you thought about how they were showing where when she was talking to Nick Fury and she was saying that they when she was drinking on the Kool-Aid, when she was thinking like we are the good guys, the extra exceptional good guys, and she didn't know that she was actually being puppy, she was being manipulated into doing the thing that she was doing by wiping her memory.
All right, that's not exactly what's going on.
Okay, so that's a trickery of the preview then.
She have amnesia.
Might be what y'all don't want to hear, fellas. It might
The
be what.
whole all right, the part they skipping the part where Rogue put her in the coma and giving her amnesia, and they giving her amnesia in
I,
this movie.
I forgot all about that because that's why Ro was able to do what she do. That's why Ro was so strong and able to fly.
Right. Yeah,
How
Rogue
did
had
I forget that? And I got the damn comic book called The Return of Miss
That's why
Marvel.
I told you I'm ready for this. I told you I'm ready for this one.
Okay, go ahead, brother, go
All
ahead, go
right.
ahead, go ahead. You got the floor. Go
So
ahead,
so
baby.
they skipping the part about Rogue. They giving her amnesia. She getting amnesia from the explosion, the initial explosion at the beginning of the movie.
right.
That's how she get amnesia. She don't know who she is. So throughout the movie, when she talking to Nick Fury, if you pay attention, she was like, I remember certain parts of this, but I don't know why.
That
Because the only thing
plastic.
she can remember is that she's a Cree. She don't even remember that she human.
Right. So so you
So
so you don't think she was getting she getting manipulated?
it look, this a Marvel movie, and you never know where that plot might twist.
Yes,
But far
sir.
as what I'm seeing from this trailer, no.
Okay, okay. That's what's up. But I was saying how they was talking about like the whole war thing. So I'm just curious on how they gonna
Yeah,
take it.
all right. To see that's a whole other thing. See, I ain't got off into that yet. See, I ain't got into that one yet.
We'll get into it, brother. Go ahead.
To see, that got to do with the scroll. All right. The Skrull and the Kree was fighting each other. They've been battling each other. The Skrull, the Kree, and the Shi'ar been battling each other millions of years before they was even humans. That's the war they talking about. And at that point, the Skrull have started to invade the uh, Earth.
Right.
And that's why you see that old woman on the bus with the bullshit. She's an actual Skrull. Skrulls can shapeshift.
Yes, sir.
You don't remember Super Skrull?
Yeah, so but that's what they was showing, like when she was fighting her.
Super Skrull is the Superman of their race.
Yes, sir. Remember when he took all the Fantastic Four, mimic all the
Yeah, when he took
Fantastic
all their
Four?
powers and
Yep.
all in one.
Yes, sir.
So what's the original scroll power set?
They take other people. They are
They're
all right.
shapeshifters.
They closer to Morph from X-Men, but
Yeah.
they can actually use the powers.
Right.
Okay, so they pretty much can morph into whatever they want to morph into and actually have and
The
use the power
same
set.
and then use that same power set.
Okay, so when they fighting the Kree, they actually fighting the Kree on an even battlefield of each other. So that's probably why the war has been going on for so long,
Yeah,
right?
that's why the war been raging for millions of years.
Yeah, if they touch you, if they get it, if they get them,
And
they
to
just
tell you the
transfer the
truth,
power.
what they not gonna put in this movie, and I know this for sure because it got too much to do with the Inhumans. The Milky Way was set up by the Kree for a last resort to get away from the Skrull. That's why the Kree are down here protecting the Milky Way from the Skrull because they are the ones that made the Inhumans to fight the Skrulls.
Right. So the Inhumans is the people that can fight the scrolls because the scrolls would not be able to just morph into them with their
At that
power.
point in
Yeah, you here? You still here?
Yo, 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 yo.
Oh, so as soon as he started getting deep into the chop shop, he started blanking out, man.
If
I
you can
got
hear us, you blanking out, bruh.
yeah, you blanking out, man. I got this automobile that need to be fixed, man. We got to get to the scrolls. I got to figure out what's going on. Is it, what I'm saying, is the tires? Do I need a front wheel alignment? So what about you, Flip? What you know about the scrolls?
Hey man, all I knew is that the Scroll Empire, as he said, the same thing. Like it was 1,000 years. I mean, millions of years ago that they was fighting. And they ran across. That's when they ran into the Fantastic Four. They decided, they wanted to take over they wanted to take over the Earth or whatever. Like you said, that's when the whatchamacallit came in and came in to try to stop them, whatever. That's just about it. So he getting deep
Hey,
detail into it.
right. Hey, so one of the scrolls. Do you think that's one of the ones that's on the Avengers, the last Avengers movie that was working for Thanos?
Where? Which one?
The little the little goblin looking one. Wasn't that a scroll?
Fuck, I'm looking. What scene? What scene? You gotta tell
Like,
me what scene.
you know how Thanos had the three people that was working with him, the dude that could telekinesis. Then they had the one that got the big dude got his arm cut off. Then they had the blue one, and then they had the scroll looking one.
Oh, you talking about the You talking about the You talking about the chick one? The one that was a chick? No, not the one that was a chick. The boy that got hurt or whatever. that he had stabbed me.
I think he looked like a goblin looking one.
So, yeah, I know who you talking about. Yeah, I don't think he won. I don't think
I
he
don't
won
think
at
he
all.
won.
Nah, I don't think he won at all. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just saying this my opinion. This just my opinion. I don't think he won at all.
I mean, yeah, I don't know either. That's why I was wondering. So
Like,
anybody in the chat might know about that. So David, you back?
nah, he left out. He bounced out. He probably left out to come back. To fix his stuff.
I'm
Oh no,
Nah,
back.
now
I'm
he
you
back.
back.
got back
Now
in.
he back. Now he
I'm back
back.
in here.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
The camera on. Oh,
so back
oh
to
yeah,
the
he back.
we on a chop shop, man. You know, we trying to get these scrolls, man. Trying to figure out what's wrong with his automobile. Hey, so question I was wondering about the scrolls was that one on the Avengers, the Avengers 4 movie, when the Thanos, the ones that was helping him, they had the Goblin looking with one of the scroll.
You acting in real bad, yo.
No, I know who you talking about. He wasn't a scroll. I don't know.
I don't know
All
what he.
right,
I
all
think
right.
he was
I
one of.
don't know though they're racist.
Yeah.
His elite guard, I don't know none of their races. The
Right.
only one that I know of is the biggest one used to be a royal guard for the Kree.
Ah,
Really?
Yeah, you got to pay attention, pay close attention. He's wearing the garb around his waist.
okay, sure. Hey, so what about the scroll? Do you think that they in Captain Marvel, you think they trying to attack the Earth to take over, and that's why the Kree here and with Captain Marvel, like this is they final stand right here. You think this is the scrolls? You think they final stand?
All right, if the story play out the way the comic book did, the Kree homeworld in danger,
Right.
so they need to find somewhere to go. But they also been in a multi-million year war with
The
well
scroll.
the scroll need to find somewhere to go because they homeworld in danger. They've been in a fucking millions of years of war with the Kree and the Shi'ar. So
Okay.
they basically they thinking if we go to, you know, towards Earth, we'll be safe that way. But the problem is they didn't already set up precautions here.
Okay. Yeah. So what about the Kree? Y'all? What war did they have with the scrolls? Why they was into it?
I honestly, with all the shit I know about comic books, I never found out how that war started.
Must be some. That must be
Only
some
thing,
reason.
only thing I know about the Shi'ar, how they got involved is they tried to stop the war, and both sides turned on them.
I thought the Shi'ar got into it because they came into the Milky Way galaxy. That's why they jumped
No,
into the fight.
no, it had been going on for longer than that.
No, no, no. I know that though, but I'm saying once they reached the Milky Way galaxy, I thought the Shi'ar that's when they stepped into it.
Nah, like I said, it was going on longer than that. Like before they even made it here, it was going on.
There was
They
already
put
going
it
on.
like this: they
No, no,
said
that's
that
what I'm saying.
the war was going on before it was a Milky Way galaxy.
Okay. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, no, I get that, but I'm saying like when they came to this the Milky Way galaxy. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Why the Shi'ar Empire hopped into it.
That's when, all right, when they came to the Milky Way galaxy, I understand what you're saying, and there is an explanation to what you're saying because you're not off. You remember when Charles Xavier established that relationship with the Queen of the Shi'ar?
Yeah.
She started to basically value Earthlings. So when they brought that shit to the Milky Way galaxy, that's when she sent her elite guard. Like, nah, y'all not finna do this shit here.
Right. Right.
But they was already into that war before they made it here. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I got you.
They was already into that war, but when they made it to the Milky Way, that's when she was like, "Nah, Gladiator, you take the elite guard, you go out there and stop this shit."
Mm.
because at that point in time, Carol Danvers was not Captain Marvel or Miss Marvel. She was Warbird, and she was working for the She-Hulk.
So she was still fighting against the Credo. I mean, the Scrolls.
She always been fighting against the Skrull.
Okay, so she never did side with because I was seeing on a preview that one of the Scrolls was talking to Carol Danvers and saying something about something she don't know. So he was like she need to find out about her people or something about she don't know that they do.
Yeah, not this is what I'm saying. It's a bit like you said about it could be some shit they not telling her, brainwash or something.
Right,
I can still believe that because she was a earthling, a human that got hurt in the crash that they brought to her home planet, gave her, a certain DNA to make her powerful, trained her and all this shit to make her a living weapon. You had to do this shit for a reason.
right.
So yes, I do believe it's something they not telling her, but just like I said, throughout her comic book, she always been into it with the scroll.
Scroll.
There's a particular reason why they can't go with that storyline. It got to be. You got real like if you going that deep or whatever, and that storyline is that big because that's
But
not
see, this
one.
the other thing. This the
That's
other
not
thing that I wanted to get at before I forget this. The reason why I wanted to know if they was gonna bring the scroll in is because the dude that played Captain America don't want to be Captain America no more, right?
right.
Who replaced Captain America the first time in the comic books?
Wasn't it it was what you calling right?
Super Scroll.
Was it? I thought it was Bucky.
No, it was Super Scroll. Super Scroll was the original one that took up the place of Captain America. That's when the Skrull invasion started. That was before Hydra and all the rest of that shit.
Yeah. So
That's why I was like, when they said he didn't want to play that part, that's why the first thing I said, are they bringing in the scrolls? So now they can put in here that that Captain America was actually Super Scroll, and the real Steven Rogers is dead.
you think they're gonna kill him off, or you think he's gonna walk off in the sunset?
They're
Who
gonna kill him off. They're gonna
is
kill him off.
he died in the comics?
Yeah, they're gonna
Right,
kill him off.
He died in the comics. I mean, but at the same time, they could do that. They could do that, but I don't see it.
right. So you think they're gonna kill him off too, Flip?
No, yeah, they're gonna kill him off.
Man, you said there was no hesitation, man. You cold blooded.
Dog, I'm saying like listen here.
But it's the thing, everybody done already associated. I don't even remember his name, but when you think of that dude, you think of Captain America.
Right.
Just like the
Chris,
dude who just like the dude who played Wolverine. Most people don't even know his name no more. They just call him Wolverine. Hugh
Yep.
Jackman?
Yeah,
Hugh
they don't
Jackman.
even like who's Hugh Jackman?
Wolverine?
Wolverine?
Oh, I know who that is.
Right.
And I understand it when actors like they done played a part so long to where they don't even get associated with their real names no more, which that don't even be their real fucking names. That's a whole nother shit that like I don't understand. Like these actors come out like Jamie Foxx, that ain't his real name, right?
Right. He got a whole different name and renamed himself to a name to play a role, play movies to be different names.
Yeah, like most of these actors, Johnny Depp, that's not his real name. Most of these actors don't even use their real name. So, like, why would you even get pissed because somebody referring to you as one of your characters? Like the dude who played Carlton in Fresh Prince, when he posted that shit about Carlton is dead. Like, dude, that's the only way we know you.
Right. Yeah.
It ain't like we know you in your personal life.
Who was the boy that was I know they ain't gonna go that route. I know they ain't gonna throw that love twist in there. But it was I forgot the boy name that was attracted to her. What was the name that was fell in love with her? I know they ain't gonna go that
Chaos.
route. No, not Kate. Oh shit. You know what? Nah, man. He was one of the U.S. general boy that fell in love with her and stuff and was helping her out. I can't think of her name. Can't think of the boy's name, man.
You talking about Captain Marvel?
Yeah, it was a boy that fell in love with her.
You know who that was, right?
I can't think of his name. That
You should. You should.
who?
General Fireball Ross.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's who that was. So I was trying to think like who was the boy? I knew it was the boy. It was the guy that was in there that
The
had
Red Hawk.
yeah. Well, I don't. What was it? The Red Hawk or something?
Yeah, that's General Fireball Ross.
What the hell? I thought he
Yeah.
was like yo.
Yeah, that's who that was.
Yeah, well, you know what then? That yeah, I guess that's who that was then.
So what's up with you, Chaos? I know you still ain't. He been MIA.
That crow.
Uh huh.
That crow. That's why
Hey, you still eating that crow?
see that crow, dog.
Yup, that's pro eating.
I tell you, dog. I tell you, bro. I already knew what was going on. Even Savage was just trying to tell you, know, like, dog, that's Disney all over that.
No, 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 no. I just got back. And
Man,
oh yeah, I heard. I did hear that crow. I ain't no damn crow. I agree 100% with Savage in this podcast.
Hey, you echo.
yeah.
Is it me? Is it me?
Yeah, you cut completely out.
You sure? Let me mute my mic and
Yeah, no, I know it's you. See, it's gone now.
No, it's still there. Well, no, it's gone. See,
Right.
now you want to say you would get but listen, I was telling him everything about that joint. I was like, no, they got what you call it
I
name
still
tag
hear
for
it.
that. I like don't be surprised if the rest of them shows get taken off.
Right.
Tony, man, don't want to look, man. Look, man. From now on, you come to me.
Hmm?
Oh,
No,
man.
I mean I agree with Savage though. Like I ain't saying that I ain't saying that it can't be it. I'm saying that could be a possibility, but I'm just saying it
No, but
hasn't really been
that wasn't
confirmed
what you
out
were
yet.
saying before, though. No, stop it,
That
Chaos. You was
was what
not
I
saying
was
that.
saying.
You was not saying that before. We was in a
We can
private
go
chat
back
and you was
earlier in
saying
this
that about me.
podcast, and I was saying
I was
that.
like, hold on. I said no. I said, yo, they got Disney
I
written off.
said this
No,
is what I
Disney.
said, Flip.
You said
Flip.
Disney.
This is
You
what I
said
s-
Disney was
Flip.
Flip,
This is what I
flip.
said.
uh,
This is what I said.
go
Flip,
ahead.
this is what I said. I said that I don't think it's really Disney, but them canceling them out, all these shows out, it's not a coincidence. So, yes, it could be a possibility. That's what I said.
No, that's not what you said. I remember
Flip, if we go
saying
back
you
in this
was
podcast, you're going to be the
when
one
we
with the
Hey,
first came
hey,
credit.
out.
hey, hey, hey,
You
hey,
know
hey,
what?
let,
This boy out of pocket.
let me jump in this right quick. In this podcast, that is what he said. In the old podcast, that's not what he said.
Oh, okay. 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 You want to pull one of them, John. All right. Okay.
Nah, nah.
Nah,
All right.
I didn't actually try to sit down with the boy and explain to him what I was talking about before. So I think he caught on more.
Yeah, he figured it out now. He got it now. That's what it
Nah,
is.
but
Yeah,
at
I
that
I'm
time,
just
I
saying,
mean,
if we
at
just
that
sitting here
time,
yelling, if we sitting here yelling our points across, who the fuck really gonna listen?
exactly.
you right about that one.
So
You
if
right
I
about
just pull you to the side and explain to you what I'm talking about, is a better chance of you understanding what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, something like yeah.
I'm talking about between men. I ain't talking about men and women. That shit don't work.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave Tom alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave my 2 cents out of that one.
Yeah, you keep your mouth closed. I can say what I say what y'all scared to say.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, man.
You gonna take them fireballs
It's
too.
named Savage for a reason, y'all.
Hey man, listen, man.
Yeah. That is
It's,
crazy.
it's all good. It's all good. Him and Bone thinking the same way. It's all good. It's all good. All here make it all bad, boy. That's all I'm gonna say. All here make it all bad.
Oh, I'm gonna be all right.
Not you, man. I'm talking about the boy.
Oh,
Talking about the boy. Yeah.
Y'all ready to get into this fail say?
We can do that.
Hey, y'all know it's the first of the month. I mean the first week out the
Yeah,
month.
let's get it.
Yeah.
all right. Let's go.
All right. Previously on fail safe, skip. Hold on. I know I gotta do. My bad, everybody. My bad, everybody. Previously on Failsafe, you attempted to try to escape prison, but you was double crossed by Rhino. With the aid of Deathstroke, you was able to track Rhino down because he had took this rare artifact. So when you notice where he was at, Rhino turned around and seen you and he charged. And as he charged that Savage Carter and he was running at full speed. Savage Carter had on a Black Panther suit, and with the powers of a Panther, he moved out of the way of Rhino attack, and the Rhino attack ran right into Chaos right behind him and ran him over, stomping on his body. And you seen when his foot stepped on his head, and you could hear it crack like an acorn as the blood was leaking out of Chaos. Rhino turned and looked at Triple Cup and started running. Triple Cup had on his Nightcrawler mutant ability, so when Rhino got close to him, Triple Cup disappeared and reappear behind him, running him right into 100. 100 had on his Juggernaut suit, so when Rhino hit him, it was like a big clash, ricocheting him out, bouncing him, running over there toward Flip, and then Flip had the abilities of Vision. So when Vision abilities activated for him to be able to phase through Rhino, Rhino ran right into him, running into a wall, crashing into the wall, dropping a rare artifact. That's when Chaos magically rises from the dead from his ability. How ironic. But then you reached down and you picked up the red artifact. Now you climbing up the stairs to get on, climbing up the ladder to go out the manhole to get back to the ground because you got to leave out the sewer. So when you get to the top, you look to the side, you in front of a store, and on the store they had the news playing on the TV, and it was your cousin. You remember your cousin who had came up with this story to actually get the money. He was in prison, and they have to and they saying they about to move him to a maximum security prison with no mutant or no metahuman has ever escaped. Now my question is to y'all: if y'all had to rescue him, do y'all want to rescue him before they transport him to this facility while he in a minimal security prison, or do y'all want to try to rescue him when they put him on the bus to transport him? And the other thing I want to ask y'all is, if y'all had to choose somebody to help y'all do it, who would y'all choose to help break
Okay.
them out?
Wait. I need some details right quick.
Why me? Why it gotta be me? Why my head gotta be bust open?
Hey, you the one said that your powers was to die and come back to life.
He think he the Phoenix.
God damn, doesn't mean I gotta fucking actually die. God damn.
Hey,
But you came right back to life.
all right, check this out. This is what I'm trying to find out.
Yeah. Oh, anytime you use a
In this
power.
scenario, no, not that. In this scenario, see, I'm trying to get the scenario down pat.
Yeah.
So, what's going on with this scenario right now?
All
Because
right.
chaos just threw me off.
All right. So right now, what we're trying to do is our cousin who came up. He was locked up in prison as well. When we broke out of one prison, they had him in a separate prison. So now what we have to do is get him out. And then we got to before he get locked up to get transported to the maximum security prison.
All right, and you said if he get to the prison, a metahuman or a mutant can't get out, right?
Never escape. So I said the best choice
So I'm all right. I'm gonna ask you this:
for the minimum security
are
prison.
we metahumans or mutants? Are we just using they
No, no,
powers?
no. No, I'm saying if you could get a character to assist you.
No, I'm asking you,
Oh no,
as
we know. No,
or we.
no, we have zero power.
So we are regular humans.
Regular humans. The only powers It's from the person that we get to assist for the
Whoever we get to help us.
yes.
Okay. All right.
So what about you, Flip? You got any ideas? What about you, on Chaos? What about you, Savage? Here you go.
All
So
right.
we can
I'm just sitting here thinking, what I gotta die the worst way possible.
we use you saying that we can use any superhero to help us, any superhero or supervillain.
Right now, look, this the catch 22 to all that.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Anytime you use a character from here on
You
out,
can't.
any episode, you can only use them once in that episode. So the next time we do it, you'll never better use that character again. So if the stakes rise, you can use the OP character right now.
All right. So we got a choice to hit the bus or the prison. Which prison? The minimum security prison or the maximum security prison?
Or the
Or it
minimum,
don't matter.
or the minimum security prison, or or the minimum security prison, or the bus before they get to it's in the bus because you got to get them before they get to the prison that no meta or no mutant ever escape.
Okay.
So your best bet you'll hit the bus or you'll hit the minimum security prison.
Um, I hit the bus.
You'll go to the bus.
Yeah. For the person that I would want to take with me, it'd be better if I took the bus.
Okay, okay. So what about you, Flip or Chaos?
I'm trying to think.
The minimum security prison or the bus? Hey, the only thing I think about with that Jeopardy noise, we can sit there and be like, doom, 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 doom. Man, we get a copyright behind none of those.
Oh, I want to use the prison, but if I use the prison, there got to be a real good character that I have to use for that prison. Because I'm trying to be like a thief in the middle of the night, baby. Why it's broad daylight.
Right. And you remember who the character that you choose is the best character you think for a prison break.
Mm. Fuck, we only get to choose one, so um,
Damn.
you know what?
In my
I'm gonna use the
situation, I
prison.
can think of two different people, but yeah.
I'm gonna use the prison.
You go with the prison? Okay,
I'm gonna go
okay. We
with the
got one
prison.
for the prison. We got
Come on.
one for the bus.
Let's get some diversity in here.
Yeah. So Chaos, what about you?
I'ma actually use a hero now,
No,
and
what you going for?
What we
The
got?
boat? I mean the
oh,
bus or the prison?
I'm going for the prison, and I'll tell you why when we get to the people.
Okay, you're gonna go for the prison? Okay, now yeah, well, I'm gonna let y'all gonna have to sell y'all character because the character that you choose, we're gonna put it on Twitter and we're gonna put up a poll and we're gonna ask the people which character they would like to choose to go on this heist or go prison break. So Chaos, since you said you want to explain why, tell me the your location, then go ahead and hit me with the why.
What do you mean location?
The prison or the bus?
You tell,
Oh,
tell them why.
the
He
prison.
said he wanted the prison.
You want to do the prison, right? So prison and why?
I say Rocket Raccoon.
I knew
Who
he
knows
was
how
gonna
to
say
escape
that.
a prison better than him?
Also, Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah, I was thinking about Joker, but then I was like, nah, that motherfucker probably kill
No,
me at the end.
no, cause see a Joker, he might get entertained with this shit and go lock himself in the cell.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Right. He's a wild
That's
card.
why I didn't say Joker,
Oh,
because who
yeah,
knows? Who
like
knows
yeah,
what's going
y'all,
with him?
you want to free him? All right. The only way y'all let both of y'all go is y'all got to beat me up and throw me in the cell.
Be all fucked up.
Yeah. Hey, but so you think because Rocky Raccoon, you could he one of the best prison breaks characters. I mean, that's a good choice. But I'm saying you better sell your character because when I put it on Twitter, this is what they gonna hear. They only thing they gonna hear is you say Rocky Raccoon.
All right, okay. So think about it though. He probably know like prison escape routes. He probably knows his research to the research on the prison. he's small, so he can fit through small areas that maybe normal people can't get through to open up other areas to escape. He can he it just comes with the whole jack of the trade. Like you should pick someone who knows, how to who knows what they're doing. Rocket Raccoon knows what he's doing. As much as a goofball as he is, I say.
I got two people I can use.
Yeah, like just like I said, I can think of two people for
I
my
can think
same
of
for
two
my
people
same
that I
prison
can
break.
use. Yup. Two people, yo.
I mean, you could
And
think
it,
about two people, but you gotta break
and
it down. You can
I,
explain.
I'm a,
You gotta say
I,
why the other one is above the other one, though. You
Or
break
I'd use Cloak.
yeah, Cloak.
Yeah, him or it's either Rocket Raccoon or Cloak for me. And Cloak
Okay,
is
so we're gonna go
obvious
with
because
Cloak.
teleporting.
So what about you, then? What you about to say?
I,
So what you?
well, I could use two people. I could either use Batman or Charles Xavier. Batman, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Batman got the technology and the gadget to shut everything down for me to get out. I'm gonna give
now I got three.
Charles Xavier. He can just wipe everybody's mind. Like I was never the fuck there. He's
Yeah.
clever. So
Hey,
I'm
but
giving
you
you
know this
Charles
here, don't Flip.
Xavier.
Hey, Flip, don't forget about this here.
What?
Anytime you use like say how you using the OP character. Now in the future when I probably do one, remember you can't use that person no more. So make sure that when you use a
Oh no
character,
no
try to
no! I'm
stay
not gonna use
close.
the same person again. No! I'm
Okay.
good.
I was giving you some cautions.
I already know, Joe. I
You
already
be
know.
like, man, I wish I could have used Professor Xavier for this one. I'm like, okay.
Oh nah! I just come on. There's too many characters that I like to play with, boy. So
Chuck,
I'm going for the jugular.
Chuck, you voting on this?
I know
I'm
you
going
got
for
to
the
go on with
Charles Xavier.
three on there. I wish I could though.
All
Mine,
right.
if I could, I'd just say, well, I wait till y'all do y'all's, and I just say what mine would have been.
I already picked mine. Charles.
So basically,
Hold on. Flip trying to sell it, so because he got to sell it on Twitter.
Oh
So
yeah,
who
Charles
you?
Xavier. Charles Xavier, because he gonna wipe everybody's mind as if we was never there.
Oh, okay, so your best bet is to make sure nobody, no tell, no see that you can
No
get away
see
with
no
Scott.
evil, hear no evil, tell no evil.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I'm in and out, baby.
All right. So what about you, Savage? Who would you choose to help you go on the track to catch him on the bus?
I'm gonna keep it real. Like right now, I got it's between three people and it's hard.
Yeah.
But since I'm I'm me and I like to be dirty, I would choose Joseph.
Hold up, man. You got to break him down, Joseph. Who?
What?
Joseph is Magneto's son with the same power set as his daddy and his sister. I just have him go rip the whole convoy apart.
And just go straight in like that.
Yeah, rip
Okay.
the whole convoy apart. You can't shoot him. You can
Right.
grab the person, put a shield around them, and fly the fuck off.
Mm.
There you go. There you go.
Technical as a motherfucker. That's what that is.
Somebody want to use a fucking raccoon. Go ahead.
So everybody else picked the combo,
Yeah.
not the person, right?
Hey, you see,
That's
you
all.
see how they went AI? Yeah, but I like that though. We're gonna put it we're gonna put it in on Twitter in the chat. I'm gonna set the poll up for in the morning.
I'm saying y'all was like, man, you don't want to use nobody too OP. And the first person that came to my mind was, his father. I'm like, wait a minute. You got a couple more that can do the same shit.
Right, right. Well, my person would have been Catwoman. I would have used Catwoman, somebody that I know that's elite and steal and break into prisons and stuff like that.
To tell you the truth, everybody that I thought of came from the same family. Because I was even thinking about using Quicksilver.
Oh yeah.
He could just run up on the motherfucker, snatch him, and they'll never know he gone.
You know what's funny? I know somebody else I could have picked, but I'll wait for that next time. I'll wait for next time to use that
Who else
person
you finna
answer.
pick then?
Da da
You know,
da da.
you know,
You just
hold
gotta
it.
yeah. Listen here. Listen here. See, there's always a strategy for my madness of using an OP character.
Okay.
see, you said I could use them once, right? Okay, I'm good with that. That's all I'm gonna tell you. For the next one, oh yeah, it's on and popping.
Okay, I hear you. We gonna see. We gonna see. I'm gonna let you hold that one. So right now on Twitter, the bet is gonna be Rocky Raccoon, Professor Xavier, and
And Joseph.
Joseph. So I'm gonna put it on Twitter. I want everybody to vote on Twitter, and then after that, I'm gonna have a separate poll for everybody on Twitter that says we're gonna go with Savage and do it a bust, or we're gonna go with Flip and Chaos and hit the prison. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get up. Let's go ahead end this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's fair safe. We're gonna get into it next time. But right now, we finna go ahead and go left, man. This is the part where
Wait,
everybody talk Flip.
I never got a chance to explain why I would actually hit the bus.
Ah, yeah, yeah. My bad. Go ahead. Bound it.
See, I'm gonna explain this from tactics, strategical point. If you hit a prison, there are more guards at a prison that's armed,
Mm,
right?
right.
More walls to get through. All this is gonna take more time to do. If you hit a moving convoy with someone with the power of magnetism that can stop all the cars, rip them completely in half, put up a force field so he can't get shot, grab the person that he need to grab, and leave, that's the ideal situation for me.
That's how they sell the shit out of that's how you sell the shit out your character right there. Say Flip Chaos, you don't have no comeback for y'all character like that.
Yeah, I already said it. You
Hey,
don't even know I was there. And there is no time. There ain't no time limit. Professor Rex can just stop everything. Get in there and walk right back out, and they lost track of time. They don't know what time it is. They don't even know what happened. So I'm in and out like it's 3 of the night.
But I'm just saying, the way our crew been causing havoc, man, I ain't like it's gonna stop with me.
You know.
right.
So I look at it like that. Like I'm in there and I'm out of there.
So that
So what
means
happened?
somebody got to die.
Oh, so you just want chaos and mayhem. You
Yeah,
just
he,
want to
he
run
want to
through
do
shit and get
it.
yeah, you want to get dirty with it.
So
Of course.
you got the final thoughts in yours, Chaos?
Huh?
Because man, the way that they just sold the shit out of they two characters,
Yeah,
man.
but you guys taking the fun out of it. A fucking prison break, man. What's more fun than a damn prison break?
You
Uh,
going for the fun
I want
factor, man.
chaos.
You
I
going for
You
the
want
get
fun
chaos
caught.
factor.
destruction.
You get caught. You can get caught with Rocket Raccoon.
I ain't gonna get caught.
and Rocket is known for getting caught.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why you ain't think you ain't gonna get caught.
I ain't gonna get caught.
You wasn't gonna sell him out. He gonna sell him out.
Yeah,
And
you
they gonna sell you.
Rocket, you go over there and shoot everybody. I'm gonna be on this side.
Yeah, right? He gonna sell him out. That's bad. That's bad blood right there. That's
I
bad
know
blood.
not to commit a crime with your ass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
God.
See? That God
Soon
ain't
as I
up.
hit soon as
Uh-huh.
I hit it, I'm shooting him in the back.
Yep. You talking
Hey,
about that God? He's screaming at God because he know what's going up. That's why he keeps screaming God. Well, you
You
better stop
can't kill
doing that.
chaos.
yeah.
Chaos is everywhere. No running, no hiding. He's in everyone.
I don't think he knew what I meant, but I'm gonna just keep it going.
Man, y'all crazy. They Flip, you play that Battlefield?
Nah, I ain't even worried about Battlefield, none of that.
Oh
Nah,
man. I
Nah,
ain't
man, I
like
haven't
it at
had a chance
first.
for
I
that
started to like it a
battlefield
little
life.
bit.
I got tired of them type of shooters, man. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
Mm.
I'm them laid back on them. If it ain't Halo, see the reason why I don't play them shooters because they come out every year. Halo and Gears of War don't.
Right. It's like every
So if a
three to
game
four
come out
years.
every year, I'm gonna lose interest in it because you're doing the same thing, and I'm doing the same thing over. At least Gears of War and Halo, I'm getting a epic storyline.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, Battlefield storyline was pretty good though.
Yeah, I heard it was. I heard it was.
Oh, so you be playing that 5 2 chaos?
No, I said I heard. I want to.
Oh
I've been
man.
playing Call of Duty, but
I'm,
that
I'm
Call of Duty ain't bad though either though.
I heard that wasn't
I
bad.
don't think it should be $60, but it ain't bad for what it is.
right. Right. Kaleidoscope, man, he was talking so good about the Call of Duty. I'm like, dog, I'm still gonna play Battlefield over Call of Duty. You can't sell Call of Duty to me like that. I don't it's not that type of game for me. And they're like, yeah, man, you gotta
Oh
get it. I'm
yeah,
like,
I
nah,
mean
I'm
I'm a
good.
more of a Battlefield type of dude, but
Yeah.
that COD is nice. That COD is nice.
Chuck. I hear y'all was talking about how much Red Dead cost. I heard the little controversy with Red Dead. Like why do Red Dead cost that goddamn much and the movies didn't cost that much and movies don't cost that much.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I would say, lucky I wasn't on that show because I'd have shut that whole shit down. The same reason why, the same goddamn reason why people is playing Destiny. The same reason why people do crowdfunding for games, and that joint runs up over to like 100, over 100 or 200 or more million.
Right.
Man, so I didn't understand that one. I was just sitting there shaking my head like, now these days games is costing more. Can't you can't do with the games and the movies that don't work. That's mix and match. You can't do it like that, you know what I'm saying?
I
No.
mean, but then with the games, you gotta think about the price of a ticket is what, $15? The price of a video game is what, $65.
There you go.
So it still got its ups and its downs, and the tickets of
Say
movie tickets was the
this the whole thing, bro. Uh, like people complaining about the price of the game. All right, if you just want to buy a game costs $65, right?
Right.
You do realize in the past 20 years, games ain't went up but $15, right?
Yeah. Not only that, what people don't understand and realize, how many times you gonna go to a movie and see it versus how many times you can actually
You gonna
sit
play that
and
fucking
play
game.
that game.
yeah, how many hours, right?
Come on. Come on. Like you gonna play that game a whole lot more and a whole lot longer than you sit up there and watch a movie. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
All
Most
right,
movies got 2 hours. That's it.
yeah,
Yep.
and not most movies. The longest movies is 2 hours.
Yup.
Yeah, yeah.
Most movies 45 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Right.
The longest one ever, and they put that on extended on DVD was what? One of the longest one was Lord of the Rings. They whole trilogy.
Yeah, cause yeah, them bitches
That's
what
like
three
three
hours a
hours.
piece.
Yes, sir.
But
Yeah.
the longest movie period was what that fucking Clint Eastwood name? The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Was it?
Yeah, that motherfucker almost 4 hours long.
Oh, okay.
They must be showing him riding on the what you call it, cross country for real.
Yeah.
Real time.
Yeah. So that's the thing that people don't sometimes, understand or pay attention to when it comes down to. I was listening to that topic, so I would have threw that right there. I would have threw the monkey bitch right in there. Yeah, bam. You can't talk about how much a movie, how much it is the cost of making a video game with a movie when you playing a game that was $60 and that was 500 million. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't sit up there and complain about that. And I don't care what game it is. You know.
You know what I'm saying? Check this. I know one thing. If it's a game that I want to play, if the bitch costs $100, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. And besides, it's not like you help. It's not like you help. You put money towards that 500 million. It ain't like you put money towards that. It doesn't matter. You just put 60. That's it.
Yeah, but I look at it like they still got the games for 60 because they got to have like an entry level for somebody that might be barely making it to that to give him like an entry level.
I don't think it's, but you know what? I don't think there's nothing wrong with a game costing $60. Like you gotta think about all the work and time that they put into that.
Yeah, man. I mean,
People don't think
if
like
all
that.
right, check this out. If you work on a project for 10 years straight and you got and you know your shit worth $100, who echoing bad?
I have
But
no idea.
if you know your shit worth $100, you ain't gonna accept nothing more less than that, right?
Right,
Right.
right.
It's the same thing with these video games.
Well,
Well, not all of them. I can't speak for
not
all
all
of
of
them.
them. Right. Yeah. But I just don't understand
But
why.
far as like the stuff that Rockstar put out is worth it
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
because you gonna get years of playing time,
Yes,
not
sir.
hours,
And
years.
not just that. Not just the single player, the multiplayer. How long been GTA been running? How long GTA been running now?
That's what 5 years strong now, huh?
No,
Man.
it's longer than that.
It's
Yeah, I
longer than
get.
5 now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got.
it's like 6.5 years. It's been in the top 10, and then what people don't realize, Red Dead Redemption was in before that came out. Red Dead was in there for 5 years.
Yeah, well, you know.
And shit, Red Dead finna be in there for the next 5 years
Mm.
until they make the next Grand Theft for the next 5 years. I mean, I'm rolling with that little cycle because they game is good enough to roll that long.
Yeah,
And the reason why they games, I feel like the reason why they games so good is because they don't put them out every year.
right.
Yeah.
Every couple months, they're gonna give you an update on that one game that they put out a couple years ago to make their game a little bit better,
Yes, sir.
and they not charging you for it.
Very not a lot of games. I mean, you know,
There
some
isn't
games have that,
the
but
only other game I can think of right now that they don't charge you for their DLCs is Warframe, and that's a free game.
I thought
Right.
Warframe was charging you for
You know,
DLC.
and the crazy
No, the
part about it,
DLCs for Warframe free.
yeah, that's it's pretty. See, the thing about it, no, they didn't make their money off the other stuff, the stuff that they supposed to make their money off of. What people say, shit, it's my money. I want to buy a hat. Boom, I could buy this hat. Like Grand Theft Auto, them shark cards.
There's actually
You want to
supposed
get
to
your
be
money up? Yeah,
it's
you
already
gonna pay them
on
the real
PC.
money. Yeah, stuff
Yeah,
that.
I mean, like, all right, certain weapons that's in the game, you might have to, like, you might want this weapon that's in the game, but you ain't made it to that planet or you ain't made it to this mastery level or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you want that weapon. Yeah, in Warframe, you can just skip past that, buy the weapon, and build it up as you go. That type of
Yeah, I
stuff I
think you
understand.
still need the mastery though for it though.
Nah,
You can get the
nah,
weapon, but I think
like
you still need the mastery.
I got Excalibur and I'm fucking mastery 6.
Oh, okay. That must be like some weapons must be an exception because I have a weapon
Think
that has
about it.
mastery lock
Excalibur, one of the most exclusive weapons on the game. The sword Excalibur, the flaming
Yeah,
Excalibur. Yeah, I got it. I ain't never went past mastery level 6.
yeah. It must be some of us because my shit that's mastery lock. I got some of it and it's still mastery lock. I'm like, damn. I was like, oh well.
Not a good
So
gamer. That's all.
yeah, but you know,
That's all that
it
is.
is what it is.
That's
Yeah, it
that's
is
all
what it
that
is.
is. Oh yeah. Here go another monkey wrench. So let's go in here real quick. What would y'all say if I tell you that Odin, the All Father, Thor father, was on that type vibe that sort of on that vibe that Thanos was on.
Um, you could tell me that, and I can tell you something, and I'll make what you about to say sound like child's play.
No, no, just think about it. I'm just saying in the MCU.
No, I'm talking about actually in Marvel.
Nah, nah, nah. I ain't talking about Marvel. I'm just talking about the MCU.
No, I'm talking about what actually happened in Marvel. What they was actually. what his plan actually was.
Yeah, no, no, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I know what you're going with. That's why I like, yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about the MCU, not that one. I know who you're going, but I'm talking about in the movie.
Man, y'all crazy.
Anybody ever pay attention to that? Anybody? I know Savage probably seen that already.
Hold up. How? No.
They can it. They hint the stuff that from the comic book. They can it. I mean, from what you see in
All
the
right,
comic book, they
all
translated
right.
and they hit it
You remember
that he
in
was going to do that.
the Thor movies when they showed that Infinity Gauntlet,
Right.
Yeah, he
it
had.
was a significance. That was an Easter egg.
Yeah, not only that's the Easter egg from the comic. Not only that, he also had the he had one of the Infinity
The
Stones. You know
Infinity
that, right?
Stone too.
Yeah,
He
not
actually had the
he ain't just had one. He ain't just had one. He
no
put
matter
one
of
up.
fact. He didn't have the Infinity Stones. He had the Infinity Gems.
Yeah, the whatchamacallit. It was in that cube. Remember the cube that they had that and that
The
Loki had?
Tesseract.
Yeah, the Tesseract. That was an Infinity Stone that was in there.
That was the Infinity Gem
Yeah.
that was inside that bitch, not
Matter
the
of fact,
stone.
yeah, not the stone, but not only that, he also had like when they was fighting when his father fought what was that, the dark elves and all that other stuff, that power that he had, that was one also that he gave to the
Right,
collector.
right.
Yeah, he
So
gave
pretty much Odin was trying to get all the
yeah,
stones like how Thanos.
He already had
had
them.
he had it already. He knew how to open that up and get that.
He was just like, you know what I'm saying? Who he
Even
was gonna trust that to at that point in time. Thor wasn't worthy.
nope, his daughter was psychotic because of
And
him.
yeah, she's psychotic. The other one trying to kill all of them at random fucking time.
Yup,
Who he was gonna pass that shit, the knowledge of that shit on to
yup,
without fucking everything up?
yup. He was he was on that vibe, bruh. He was on that vibe, bruh. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Now mind you, in the comic book, he is powerful. He can warp reality and stuff without that. He can do all that crazy stuff. But it's just funny to see that from the comic book into the movie Easter egg. I say, hold on. I already seen it. And the funny thing about it, they showed it in almost all the movies. Hello? Woohoo, I'm right here. Yup. They was showing that joint. I'm like, hold on. I was like, wait a minute. I was wondering how many people noticed that. Now, Chuck. Remember I was telling you about Batman Mansion. Like you
Right.
ever notice like he ain't have no mansion, and when he was fighting Superman, and also in Justice League, you know where his mansion
Man,
was at?
man, hey, matter of fact, you had blew my mind when you were saying that. You was like, man, think about his mansion, his mansion. I was like, then I was like, what the fuck? I thought his mansion was right there under the Bat Cave. I mean, over the Bat Cave. And then you was like, his mansion was burned down. I was like, ooh, it's showing the
Man, it was
was.
at the end of the joint when he was talking about all the just that was his mansion. Now, mind you, from the Dark Knight series, the mansion had got burnt down, and they had bought another joint for kids and stuff like that. They actually and cut that out and focused on the one that was burned, bam, to this movie, to connect the movie, and saying this is how many years ago it was how long he been Batman or whatever to connect to that mansion. And I was saying, why did they do that? Why did he wait so long to rebuild it? After they showed it in the third one, after they did with the last Dark Knight joint, they just threw away that one and like bam, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
cause yeah, the fans shitted on that movie.
Yeah,
Like, and I was one of them.
that was crazy. I'm just saying, like you know how exactly, you know how it is, man. Like when you sit up there, you look at stuff. I'm like, hold on, what the? Like I don't, yeah, like you say, like I don't think a lot of people notice that. Like wait a minute, where his house at?
I mean, so they pretty much used the other that was the reference from the old Batman, the Dark Knight series then.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all
Man,
that was. That was a reference saying like, yo, they the same people. People didn't catch on to it. And the biggest giveaway was the director said it. That was the biggest giveaway. He said it.
I
He
mean
said it
that was
canon.
that was
That
pretty
Easter egg
pretty
canon.
cool, but The last one with Vane in there, man, I don't know. That something just didn't click
That's
right
the
with that
movie.
one.
That's the one we talking about. They threw away. They exited that one out the
Yeah,
fucking series. Like
yeah,
basically in they in the DCU, that movie never fucking happened.
yeah. You got one, two, bam, Batman versus Superman, bam, Dawn of Justice League, whatever. That's how they
Okay,
went. Bam,
yeah,
bam, bam. They just went right on over that.
yeah, because that one was horrible.
Cause and how you know it? What's up, K Megan? And how you noticed that it was there? How they just exited over it? Because in the ending of the third one with Bang, that house was supposedly had got rebuilt. That was supposed to have been Wayne Manor, and they changed it to like an orphanage for kids. They threw that right out the window.
Yeah,
Like, wait a minute. I said that crib was, but they threw that right out the movie. When you go back and watch that Jones, you be like, oh, okay. Threw that out the window. That last Batman Dark Knight, man, they threw that out the window, skipped right over it. And said, listen, that's why he have gray hair and all that other stuff. And like, and they just kept pushing it.
I mean, yeah, they need to cut it out because that one was ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was. It
I mean,
was.
yeah, some of them they do need to take away. They just wipe from the whole memory. Like you see the thing about it, how y'all was talking about the Terminator before we went live. I was like, man, that is some. I didn't even some of that stuff was mind blowing. Like how they did that to go back in time and to bring his mom and stuff
Yeah,
back.
a
I
time
mean,
paradox. That's all
yeah,
that was.
time paradox,
Time
yeah,
paradox. Like I knew what he was talking about, but I'm thinking like, hold on, what? See, now he gonna make me go back and look at all the movies again, man.
right. That's how I was feeling for a few
Can't
seconds.
stand you, yo. That's yo. You need to kick him off the shoot now.
Like, man, don't mess with my brain cells like that.
But I like that though. See, I like that because usually I'm the one that's doing that. I like that. I like that he did that, yo.
Shit, I'm a Terminator fan.
I like that though, man.
But then when I just sat down, I started paying attention. I'm like, wait a minute, this shit don't make sense.
Yeah. Because I already knew that the movie was a paradox. Now connected and all that stuff. That all that stuff.
Yeah,
Whatchamacallit. But heck, he not went back in time and did all that other stuff. It wouldn't have been that bad. That's why the last one with the chick from Game of Thrones was in it. That was the worst. That was the worst.
Hey, don't they got another one finna come out?
Not that I know of. I don't see how they fixed everything. That last movie, they supposedly had fixed everything. They stopped the apocalypse and everything.
Yeah, they
So
stopped the apocalypse on two. Look how many more they came out since then.
yeah, you right about that one. Yeah, you right. You right.
They'll find a way to reconnect into something else. But yeah, man. Y'all
Watch me put a rabbit out my hat. You know what I'm saying? One of them numbers and stuff like that. So I can see it. I can see it. Hold on.
yeah. So man, y'all ready to go ahead and get up off this thing?
yeah, we can
Yeah, we can do that.
slide to the left.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, everybody that came out in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. Everybody that's gonna listen later on. And for everybody that came and was still with us from beginning to end, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all was in the boat riding with us, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. It's the Heroic Vibration Podcast. We're gonna be on the same next week, same YouTube time and same YouTube channel. And we up out of here.
Peace.